today, from SoFi.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Rams now for their first. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On second and 9, Stafford. They're the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down. Do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford steps away. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Room here to run. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Ingram. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Being chased out left. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Play fake. Murray goes right back to McBride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now Murray off play action. Delivers on the... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Stafford on 1st down. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On the ground, it's Calais. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Again, it's Calais. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Murray's throw complete to McBride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ingram again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook.
And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety.
All right, partner, Deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is brought in at the 21. Spins by.
Bring it, baby, bring it. Let's blow it up. Keep giving it to him. Come on, keep giving it to him. Let's go.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 36, Murray escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And after the interception, they'll take over with good starting field position here. Down by 2 as they begin with a 1st and 10. Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And this is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Middle of the field, he's got Butler. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. This is Butler making the catch. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Myers' kick is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we'll go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. To throw is Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Myers' kick is good. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
First down, Murray. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now Murray again. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Dwayne Smoot. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on second and 16. Murray, throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw, it's Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. On first down, it's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Stafford now to throw. Open man, Butler complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll decide to take a shot.
Tackle there by Rashard Lawrence. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Back to throw, Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. J.J. Watt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Back to throw. Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Myers' kick is good, and that gets him back within 10. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A give to the fullback on the dive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stafford.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Myers' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it back.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 4.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good pickup there, 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll try and run with their fullback.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Stafford on 1st down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Stafford to Jefferson on the slant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jacob Harris from 6 yards away. And the Rams have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. On second down, Ingram. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Rams getting set to go now.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first.
Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give to Ingram up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. 2nd and 11 at the 41. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.